What's up, guys? Welcome to another video. We're at Road America here at the Mama Spring Rally 2024. Shout out to the Midwest Automotive Media Association for making this possible. We are in the 2024 Subaru WRX TR. This is the tuner-ready version of the WRX and supposedly the most performance capable version. We're still powered by the same engine. It's the FA24 Turbo 2.4 liter flat 4 single turbocharger, pushing out 271 horsepower, 258 pound-feet of torque. It makes that peak torque at only 2,000 RPM. This car weighs just over 3,400 pounds. And what the TR gives us is basically a host of handling upgrades, including Brembo brakes. The base brakes on the regular WRX definitely were not my favorite part of that car when I drove it a couple years back. This also has more track-tuned suspension. It's a bit stiffer. They removed the moonroof for weight savings, and this has a retuned electric power steering unit. We're on some upgraded wheels as well for the TR model, and this has Bridgestone S007 summer rubber. We get the Recaros with the manual transmission for the first time. The manual actually now comes with emergency braking as well, a very nice driver aid. And pricing for the TR comes in at just under $42,000, so about $9,000 more than a base WRX. Is that money worth it? Now, I've never tracked a base WRX, so I won't be able to comment on that, but let's just see how this TR handles on track. Now, first impressions with these Recaros, they are electrically adjustable. I can't quite get them as low as I'd like, but at least the side bolstering is very aggressive. Actually, narrower side bolstering for my back compared to the Recaros of the ND3 Miata I just drove. That's quite surprising.
You should be good to go.
Cool. 2,000 RPM. Let's see about that peak torque. Wow, very low red line, only about 6,000. Oh yeah, these Brembo brakes right away feel so much better than the base models. Absolutely love it when these performance cars come from the factory with Brembos. Oh, there's the rev limiter. I wish the engine revved a little higher. From the sound of the engine, it feels like it still wants to keep going. Very nice and notchy 6-speed manual. Easy to use, but a little bit muddy in terms of the engagement. It's not the most crisp shifter, but it is very easy to heel toe. Power is good, but it could use more power. I can immediately feel that this chassis can handle more power. It's a shame that Subaru won't make an STi version. Excellent brake feel. Suspension cornering nice and flat. Let's see how it handles the curbs. Very nice. It keeps up with every little up and down motion very nicely over the berms. Little bit of understeer from these Bridgestones. The steering, it's not amazing. It's not fantastic by any means. It's still an EPS at the end of the day. Don't expect hydraulic steering levels of feedback through the wheel. But it's precise. I can place the front end fairly accurately. There is a little bit of slop, a little bit of a delay from when I turn in with the steering wheel until the car actually responds. Very nice torque delivery from this engine. It barely feels turbocharged, honestly. There's a tiny bit of lag when I first put my foot down, but wait about 1 second and it starts to pull with a really impressive level of linearity all the way to the red line. But again, I do wish the red line was higher. 6,000, just from the sound and the shift points, you would think it should rev a little bit higher. But nevertheless, I'm pretty impressed by this WRX TR. It does feel like a track-ready WRX. The brakes especially are a huge, vast improvement over the base models, even without a pad and fluid upgrade, which the base WRX that I drove a while back did have. And the suspension feels nice and composed without feeling overly harsh for daily driving. I think the TR badge, though, it confuses me, because to me, a tuner-ready car should be one that's completely stripped down of the non-essentials. Give me the smallest, cheapest wheels, suspension, and brakes, and let me put my own aftermarket parts on them. Coilovers, big brake kit, bigger wheels and tires. That, to me, would be the ideal tuner-ready car. So I'm not exactly sure what Subaru meant when they're calling this a TR, since it already has some of those parts addressed from the factory. I would call it more of a TS, like the BRZ TS, tuned by STi. I don't know if STi actually had anything to do with this car, but in theory, both cars have the same level of upgrades, both the BRZ TS and the WRX TR. But either way, that's just semantics. At the end of the day, this is a great car. The all-wheel drive system provides so much traction. The steering, while still not amazing, it's pretty good for an EPS. Decent amount of feedback, decent amount of load up in the corners. The manual transmission has nice close gear ratios and very easy to use. Wish it was a little bit more mechanical like the BRZ transmission, but overall the car is just so easy to drive. Also wish the seating position was just a tad lower. It's really not that bad. I have plenty of headroom even with a helmet on. But at almost $42,000, is this car worth the money? I think if you want something that's track ready out of the box, go for it. This is the most track ready WRX you can get right now. But if you do really want a tuner ready WRX that you can make your own and make it a true track monster, I would just get a base WRX and spend the money in the aftermarket. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you to Mama again for hosting the spring rally here at Road America, and I'll see you next time.